Would you look at this bad boy right here? The Quetzal is now a modded creature in Path of Titans, and in this video we're going to be basically showcasing it and seeing how it is. I have not played with him yet. So far his body does look a little small compared to his head, but maybe that's just a visual. We'll see when we get into a game. So let's go over the build. So this is balanced, and then we have large chest. You can see his chest gets a little bigger. And then we have featherless if you want no feathers on him. Or you can do stocky, which makes him again a little bit more bulky, and then variation, and then balanced. For this one, I might just pick the large chest one. I just like how it looks. Okay, so his body looks a little funny. Let's go up high here and see if we can get him flying. Oh god, I forgot how to fly. Oh, there we go. Okay, wow, it's actually not that bad. You know, I'm kind of used to how the Quetzal looks in Ark, to where I feel like in Ark it's so big, and then this game it looks a little bit smaller, but it actually looks really nice. Look at this view right here. That is amazing. Ooh. So when it comes to his stamina, we're going to put him on auto fly, and you can see we're about almost halfway down already. That's because we were already flying. But you can see the drain is actually not that fast, so you probably can fly pretty good distances before you have to land for stamina. And the speed of it, it doesn't seem that slow. It seems like it's kind of slow, but it's not super slow, you know? So it's actually pretty decent. Let's land here real quick. Oh wow, stamina recovery is really quick. And this is how he sleeps. This is the sleeping animation. That's so funny. So this Quetzal has 500 HP. So that's not that much HP, so it can die fairly quickly, so you just have to be careful if you decide to try to get into any battles with him. He has 80 max stamina, which is not that much stamina, which explains why his stamina drains fairly quickly, but because the regen is really quick, I feel like that makes up for it, so it's actually not that bad. I've been flying around for a bit now, and I find myself able to fly pretty far distances before I even have to stop for a stamina regen. And then his combat weight is 2,500, which is not that high, but it's not that low. If I had to compare the combat weight to another dino, I would say it's about the same as a Kentro. The Kentro is 2,700 combat weight, and the Quetzal is 2,500 combat weight. Now let's see what type of skins it has. Okay, so these are pretty normal, mostly dark color skins, but I feel like some of them have good colored patterns on them. Ooh, I kind of like this one. And don't forget, you could always change up the colors if you want to, you know, make it look a little bit more different. I personally like this one. I like the red on his face. But like I said, you could play around with that. Even the all black one looks nice. The albino one looks horrible. I hate albino skin on every dino. And now let's go over his moveset. So sadly, I do not have the exact damage numbers for his moveset, but we're just going to go over what he does have. So for a head, he has 3 different attacks here. He has Skewer, which is a charge attack that causes high damage and bleeding damage, but it requires you to be grounded. You have Peck, which causes medium damage and low bleed. And then you have Bite, which causes medium damage. Without knowing the damage numbers, I'm going to assume that Peck and Skewer are probably one of the most higher damaging ones. The Bite one I feel like probably wouldn't do that much damage. And then we have Senses, which has 2 different options here. You have Speed or Attack. I mean, you could keep it on balance, but it doesn't help you in either way. So it's either Attack or Speed. Now, depending on how you're going to play the Quetzals, depending on how you're going to use it. I'll just put Speed on for now. For front limb, he has Wing Beat, which is a wing beat attack that causes knockback, and it requires you to be landed. For Metabolism, Hyper Carnivore or Scavenger, which is pretty normal. He only eats meat. For hide, you have Marathon Runner, which increases your running speed and turning, but decreases your flying speed and flying stamina. I don't know why you would want that on, but that's really up to you. And then for legs, you have 3 different ones. You have Standard, which gives you nothing. You have Respite, that gives you 10% stamina recovery rate. Or you do Brace Landing, which is 10% reduced fall damage. Now, because the stamina recovery is already so good, I would just put Brace Landing on. I feel like that could help in certain situations. Now we can test out his moveset. So first we're going to do the regular Peck, which is like a quick stab. And that looks so funny. And you can do the Peck while you're flying as well. So when you're fighting another bird or another Quetzal, you can use precise movement. And if you're getting ganged up on, you could turn and just peck them. But for the charge Peck, it seems like we can't do it in the air. We have to be grounded for that. So the way that works is you activate it. He's opening his mouth. very small, and then just a hard peck. So you have to be grounded for that. That kind of could be tough if you're going up against like an aloe or something that's made to be on the ground. It'll be hard to actually land this bite off without taking a lot of damage. And then you have wing beat, which I think you also have to be grounded for. Yes, you have to be grounded. So wing beat works like you basically open your wings and you could pimp smack him back across the beach. And then this is how fast he is with the speed ability that we put on him. It's hard to really tell a difference. So yeah, I don't really see a difference in that. I think it's only 10% extra speed, but otherwise this is a pretty solid flyer. It's not OP, it's not underrated. I think it's pretty good. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this dino or bird, flyer, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I'm really excited that they actually got one of these in here before the devs even made one. So yeah, it's nice to see more flyers in this game. And then last but not least, let's do the vocal calls. So we're going to just go around the reel here and listen to all of his vocal selections. So this is the first one. This is the second call. Third call. Fourth call. And then we have the animations down here, so let's do that one. Like he's scratching his beak. And we have this one, looks like he's nibbling at his wings. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me, like I said, if you guys think this is a really nice mod that they added in, make sure you hit that thumbs up and let me know in the comments your thoughts. I personally, I love it. If I had to rate it out of 10, I haven't used it in combat yet, but I would give it like a solid 8. Just on how it feels. Like it feels so smooth when you use it. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but otherwise, it's a pretty good mod.